the decorum with Oliver and standing over that man was just simply terrible. And also, I believe she also told me that there was another incident where she had to file a complaint against one of the president of the council. I think at that time was
Ma'am, you know those complaints are confidential, don't you?
hardly confidential, because what I'm trying to see here today, because you guys are trying to get rid of that
So
opportunity.
your friend
You're trying to
your
silence the
friend
community.
violated the
That's what you're trying to do
confidentiality
here today.
rules.
That's what you're trying to do here today. I'm going to reclaim my time.
You
And
have
so
no
I,
more time.
Okay, your time is up. I'm sorry. Okay, thank you so much for your comments. Is there anyone else here, an avatar or whatever it is that we're doing here tonight? I'm trying to really stay professional, but this is, I realize there is a lot of comments that people wish to make. I wish you would make them, but doing things under false names is just over the top. So I'm going to close the public hearing on Bill 1-26, and I'm going to bring it back to the council members for discussion or a motion, so we can move this forward for third reading.
Madam Chair, can I ask a question?
Yes, please.
You said that there was somebody that was trying to get in. Did she come back? We don't want to exclude nobody. We want to make.
Not the person that Sue mentioned, no.
Oh, she didn't ever
She's
come back?
not online.
Okay.
We've been
She's not
looking for
online.
her. She's not.
It's up to the chair.
If she's not here to read it,
We need, yeah, we can move on.
you've already had an opportunity to speak. I'm sorry.
That's all I wanted.
Okay, then I'll entertain a motion regarding the bill.
Did you want but you said something before and then, I was trying to get in and, Ophelia had a question, so. Did I say something?
Oh, did you have a question?
Yeah.
Oh, certainly.
Right, I thought you saw.
The way this is designed, it's not,
Yeah, I know we can't see each other. No worries. I am just, in the committee, I commented about pondering on this a very long time and very seriously. And everybody deserves due process. Citizens and council members. When the citizens brought up the recent incident, that stabbed my heart. We have to admit when we're wrong. But I just don't see how our citizens are gonna get satisfaction, because you always feel like the fox is watching the hen house. Because you'll never be satisfied, because it won't be a penalty or reprimand that's up to your part of what you want. And that's why I'm a big proponent of, when you misstep, when you foul, you raise your hand, you say, I'm sorry, I'm going to do better. But I've also had the experience of an allegation made by a mentally ill person. That might be an extreme case, but it can happen. And someone's reputation can be ruined. And so we do have to weigh this. And so no matter what we vote, somebody gonna be unhappy and somebody gonna be happy. Let's just treat other people like we want to be treated. And I hope you love yourself so you will treat people right.
thank you so much. I'm going to bring it down here to, I think President Lee wanted to make a comment. Is there any other comments after President Lee from any members? Do you want to, why don't you go, do you want him, why don't you go first so President Lee can have the last word, please? Thank you.
That's fine. He can have the last word, Mr. President.
Thank you.
Again, I wish I could go home feeling that if this was to pass, that I would not have encountered having what I went through the night because honestly, they said go to the police. Yeah, I could have gone to the police, but you can get into people's private area. You could go to the police. I chose not to, even though I was told to go file a form, because I personally thought it was going to be handled in our council, but it's not going to be. I truly say that if I were to do that, I do know of jobs that I work on now that people have done very similar action, that they are no longer there. I do know that I saw the attorney laughing a second ago. That was not a laughing matter when you were trying to get a police officer to come after me. I don't typically, you've never had somebody do that. You smiling now? That's not
Yes, I'm
nice.
smiling because you
Because,
have no idea that I
okay.
approached the office
Oh, yeah, I saw.
as the sergeant
I'm
at
talking.
arms
I'm
to
talking.
enforce the council
And you,
order.
and you
Point
are
of
out of
order,
order too.
please,
You're out of order.
please, let's let Mr.
You're out
Davis
of order.
finish.
But see, when the sergeant at arms is out of order, then that's the whole point. That's the whole point. He was out of order that night. That was not his role to do that. I've been on this council a long time. I even appointed him. I found him. People didn't know about it. I recommended him. So I can't blame that on nobody except myself. But that was disrespectful. And I left earlier tonight because I don't want to talk about it, but it is frustrating that more people, with all due respect to Councilwoman Thomas Morgan and the situation with us, more people that I dealt with were more upset with the attorney trying to get me arrested than even us having a squabble. People have seen us have squabbles. People have squabbles. Whippity do, okay? But when you try to get a turn a squabble into having a police officer to come to remove me, given the nature of what month we are celebrating on something like that, that is so insidious and wrong. And it is whether this is voted up and voted down, given just the nature of what we just witnessed as Exhibit A, that's not going to change. It's not going to change the different. I appreciated President Lee's opening speech this year when he said that he's going to, the tone of the whole council, that he wants to work together. And I really appreciated that. I listened closely to it. He and I had a very nice conversation at the end of the year, which I was glad we were able to have. And so, but that is a bad situation that happened. And it was a serious situation that hurt me in a way that I have never been hurt. And my respect for our attorney and for him to say that, well, I didn't vote for him. And he actually said that just because I don't vote for somebody, I don't mistreat them. I don't vote for a lot of people and they don't vote for me, but even people don't vote for me, if they call me, I still got to respect them. And out of my, 7 or 8 years that he's been my attorney or whatever, to have a vote 6 years and didn't vote 1 year, and then I get treated like that, that's amazing to me. So that's why I said to you, I was glad to see this getting researched, because as you recall, I had talked about when Councilwoman McBride was president, I wanted to do something on the rules, and all these things didn't work out. But anyway, I was glad to see it worked out. But I really wish we could have put some teeth into that. That's why I cannot accept it. But whether it's teeth or not, I've learned rules don't make people treat people better. It's the heart. That's why, people say, I'll put 10 commandments on a wall. I'm like, who cares about doing that? You got to put them in your heart. The first 4 are to God and the next 6 are to each other. And that's what I'm trying to work on in my life. If I die, I got to deal with, forget about the council. I got to deal with my maker who's got to vote. I got to win. And so I've gone through a lot in my life, and to have to leave out here with hate, I'm not going to. Even though I don't like the way I was treated, I won't leave out here with hate. So I won't vote for it tonight, but doesn't mean I hate anybody. I've already prayed about it, and I'm at peace.
Thank you so much, Dr. Davis. I'm going to give it for the last word to President Lee.
Again, council members, I just want to take a moment to even just shed a little light on even that situation which happened early in 2025. Immediately after that, I did make an effort as president to bring the two parties together, Councilwoman Thomas Morgan and Dr. Davis, to sit down and talk and reason together. I made that offer because I felt like we should be able to talk as council members and colleagues. And Councilwoman Thomas Morgan immediately agreed to sit down with Dr. Davis and ourselves, and we tried to have a conversation. And we got no response back from Dr. Davis. I asked, and nothing. And so that night I apologize, and I hope that you are not carrying this any further than you have to, because again, we did try to bring people together. I believe that when people don't see eye to eye, the best thing to do is sit down and have a conversation. And again, there was never a complaint filed by you addressing this situation. And again, you know, we did try to remedy this by talking as people. And so again, I just wanted to address that issue. And, you know, again, everybody, as Councilwoman Sherry Bolden Simpson said, we're in a different world than when these rules were made. The deletion of the non-public public executive session was allowing us to be able to deal with things before they go into the public. And so with that not being there, that's where the issue falls, and we do have to have balance. And so did, but it also says that it also says that if your brother and sister offend you, go to them, and then if they don't receive you, then bring somebody else in, and then you.
I know, could I
No.
please have a point of order here, council members, please, please?
But I did
I
ask.
have a council members that has to leave.
Okay.
So I hate to interrupt, but we're going to lose council members here in
Yeah.
about
Okay,
2
well,
minutes.
yeah, I don't want to belabor the Bible.
Thank you.
We've said we've all said what needs to be said.
Could I have a motion regarding the bill? We are still under committee of the whole.
I make a motion that 0126 be sent to the full council with a favorable recommendation.
It's been moved and seconded. Clerk Torado, could you please call the roll? And my apologies to the council members.
Councilmember White,
0126.
0126.
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Question? No?
It goes to a vote for third reading. This is the public discussion. So we're trying to get through these bills so we can get through the third reading bills.
Nay.
Councilmember Thomas Morgan. Aye. Councilmember Dr. Davis. Councilmember Gooden Rogers.
Aye.
Councilmember McBride.
Aye.
Vice President Niskoski.
Aye.
President Lee.
Aye.
Bill 126 will be sent to the full council with a favorable recommendation. We are now going to make a motion to resolve for the committee of the whole.
So moved.
Second? All in
Aye.
favor? Motion carried.
Bills on third reading. The full council is now in session. This is the portion of our meeting where bills are given a third reading and action is taken regarding bills that were heard during the committee of the whole. Clerk Toronto, would you please give Bill 0126 a third reading?
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, repealing, superseding, and replacing Chapter 2, Article 1, Section 2-10.1 by establishing the powers and duties of the Common Council Rules Committee and eliminating the process and procedures for filing complaints against council members.
Move for passage.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. All in favor? Oh, sorry. Please call the roll.
Councilmember Thomas Morgan,
Aye.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Can I abstain? No.
Councilmember White, Vice President Niskoski,
Aye.
President Lee.
Aye.
I have 6 ayes and 1 nay.
0126 is passed. Clerk Toronto, please give 0226 a third reading.
We got 8 people. We had 7 votes.
Oliver walked out.
We have
Oliver
7
just walked
people.
out.
Yeah, but
Oliver
walked
walked
out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Which is a violation of the ordinance.
He walked out.
Clerk Toronto, please give 0226 a third reading.
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, approving a petition of the Advisory Board of Zoning Appeals for the property located at 1114 Mayflower Road, Councilmanic District Number 6 in the City of South Bend, Indiana.
Vice President Skowski, is there a committee report?
Yes, there is. This was given a favorable recommendation.
All right, now I'll entertain a motion.
Move for passage.
There's been a motion and a second. Clerk Toronto, call the roll.
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Aye.
Councilmember Thomas Morgan,
Aye.
Councilmember White, Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
Vice President Niskoski,
Aye.
President Lee,
Aye.
7 ayes.
All right, 0226 has been adopted. Clerk Toronto, please give 0326 a third reading.
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, approving a petition of the Advisory Board of Zoning Appeals for property located at 1307 Corby Boulevard, Councilmanic District Number 4 in the City of South Bend, Indiana.
Move for passage. Oh,
Is there a report?
This was given a favorable recommendation to the full council.
All right, I'll now entertain a motion.
Move for passage.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Clerk Toronto, please call the roll.
Councilmember Thomas Morgan,
aye.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Aye.
Vice President Niskoski,
Aye.
President Lee,
Aye.
7 ayes.
All right, 0326 has been adopted. Clerk Toronto, please give 0426 a third reading.
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, approving a petition of the Advisory Board of Zoning Appeals for the property located at 1301 Corby Boulevard, Councilmanic District Number 4 in the City of South Bend, Indiana.
Is there a committee report?
This was heard in committee of the whole and given a favorable recommendation to the full council.
I now entertain a motion.
For passage.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Clerk Toronto, please call the roll.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Councilmember Thomas Morgan,
Aye.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Aye.
Vice President Niskoski,
Aye.
President Lee,
Aye.
7 ayes.
0426 has been adopted. Clerk Toronto, please give 0526 a third reading.
Third reading on an ordinance of the Common Council of the City of South Bend, Indiana, authorizing the city to issue one or more series of its taxable economic development revenue bonds and approving and authorizing other actions in respect thereto in connection with the Colfax Corner ML LLC project.
All right, is there a report?
This was given a favorable recommendation, and
I
I
would-
move for passage.
Second.
I will now, yeah, there we go. There's been a motion and a second. Clerk Toronto, call the roll.
Councilmember Bolden Simpson,
Aye.
Councilmember McBride,
Aye.
Councilmember Gooden Rogers,
Aye.
Councilmember Thomas Morgan,
Aye.
Councilmember White,
Aye.
Vice President Niskoski,
Aye.
President Lee,
Aye.
7 ayes.
05-26 has been adopted. There are no bills on first reading. Any unfinished business? None. Any new business? I would just like to say the ribbon cutting of the Racklin Murphy Center was amazing, and it's a great space. Is there privilege of the floor? Is there anybody with the privilege of the floor? Disrespectful, rude, and disruptive speech or actions will not be tolerated. Such speech or actions, as well as verbal attacks on any person, may result in the individual without notice forfeiting the remainder of his or her allotted time. Individuals who wish to address the council must state their name, residential address, and individuals will be limited to 3 minutes. The maximum time limit for this portion of the meeting shall be 30 minutes. Individuals shall not be permitted to address topics which the council has already heard previously on the agenda, and the council president may assign a topic raised by an individual during the privilege of the floor to the appropriate council member and/or request the city clerk to contact a member of the city administration, review the topics assigned, shall be responded to at next council meeting. Please state your name and address for the record.
Sue Kessler, 422 Kennedy Drive. I'd like to point out that South Bend has a 40% poverty level, 40%. Housing, the answer is not rentals, it's home ownership. People who rent don't build up equity and they remain what we call liquid poor. That means they're closer to homelessness. Rentals also increase crime and shut out home ownership. I review the crime stats every month. When a neighborhood becomes over 15% rentals, crime increases incrementally. Owners have a vested interest to take care of problems. The lowest crime in any city is where it's single-family, owner-occupied. I would like you to look at a different way of zoning. Look at zoning that when a rental comes up for sale, it goes back to being zoned single-family, owner-occupied, because we can help more people own, not be liquid poor, and reduce crime. And let's look at what Detroit has done. They have added additional taxes for vacancy and blight, and they've created land trusts. So I think we can learn from other communities on how they're handling the kind of issues that we have. And certainly Detroit is in the Midwest and is very similar. So I think it'd be great to research that. Also, as an AI person, I would tell you that AI can now analyze the GIS data. So I think we could see some trends and get some information from AI. So like I see so many times we're just putting in bars. I don't know, South Bend must drink like a fish because we got more bars on every corner. But I think AI could then, suggest better things to put in certain areas. Like you were saying, a laundromat is needed in that area. So when AI analyzes the GIS, it could come up with ideas maybe we haven't thought of. And we could recruit those kind of businesses. Maybe culturally, one area of town has different needs than the other. It can also look at where are all the seniors or where are they concentrated? And so that would affect what kind of transportation you have or cut-ins for sidewalks. So I think we're in an age where data can really help us better our community if you guys would just be open and not only go with what developers want to put in their pocket. I think you heard that multiple times. So I just want to bring this up that I think, since you did research on other things, I'd like to see research done to see how Detroit has become successful, see how Philadelphia has become successful, or Milwaukee or Baltimore, other cities that are similar to us that have high crime, that have high poverty. And let's get ideas from them on how to make our community better. So I would implore you, please, I know Caleb's leaving, so the next person, I'd like to see that kind of research. And I'd like you to really consider that zoning. When a rental's sold, it goes back to single family owner occupied. Let's get the neighborhoods stable again, because when they're a bunch of rentals and they're out of town landlords, it's code problems. It just destabilizes. In Sunnymead, we're starting to see Airbnbs go in there, and that's destabilizing Sunnymead, which I really hate to see. It's a great neighborhood.
Time,
Need-
Sue.
Okay. Thank you for your
Thank you, Ms.
consideration.
Ketchum, for that. And Clerk Toronto, can we get some of our interns to start looking into that information and doing some of that research to see what other cities are doing to stabilize their neighborhoods? Is that what you was asking for? Okay, thank you.
If I may.
One more.
Just very briefly.
Yes, sir.
Our team conducts extensive best practice research of what other municipalities are up to. Certainly, I think the land value tax proposals in Detroit are interesting. They're waiting on the Michigan legislature. I think it was a 1-vote margin that would have established a land value tax pilot. Personally, I think that's a really interesting policy proposal, not something that's allowable per Indiana code today, but we've actually looked at that in extensive detail. Our team has, just want to note that. Also want to note on the rental restrictions. I mean, ultimately that's going to actually decrease affordability within a community. Not everybody can afford to purchase a home. Most of our low income residents are renters. And so if you're artificially deflating the amount of rental units in a community, you're actually forcing out individuals in poverty. So just want to note those two things, and thank you for working together. And I will be here through the end of the week. So let me know if you need anything. Thanks.
Thank you, Caleb, for everything. Thank you, everybody, for your time tonight. And again, this meeting is adjourned.